alert to guard myself from the evil eye. So definitely calling on the energy of the Most High to rebuke any negative energy that is coming this way. If it's not of love, it's just of negative energy. If you're giving the evil eye, we're going to put that Botswana gate on you, baby. You know what I'm saying? If you have to deal with the evil eye, get you some Botswana agate. You see that eye right there, baby? That blocks the evil eye. Okay? So anybody who's looking upon you, who wants to wish anything upon you, send it back to them tenfold. Okay? That's how we do that up in here. We don't bring that. We don't take that on. We send people's mess back to them. Okay? Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning into Kingdom Tarot. I am Ninti, and this is going to be the monthly read for the Divine Unions. I'm going to do just a couple of relationship spreads just to take a look on both sides. I almost didn't do this because I am doing some personal release work of my DM. So, you know, I didn't want to get triggered or anything like that. I even didn't want to even touch the energy at all. But the Spirit had to, you know, get me back on track and let me know this was not for me. This is for the collective. So I'm opening myself up for you guys. Okay. So here we go. The guidance. Angel guidance. Did I get my glasses? Please tell me I did. No, I see them. Hold on one second. Okay. The angel guidance card is relationship. So some of you all will be looking to a relationship. So yeah, definitely some people are coming into union. Some people's divine masculine made it. They made the ascension. They made the changes that were necessary. So there's definitely a group of us, or of the twin flames, soulmates, that are coming into union. You know, I've pretty much, you know, I don't see much change. It doesn't look like my DM's gonna make it, you know, so maybe on the next wave. But let me read the relationship. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there to attract, heal, or balance a relationship. Then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. And as you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. That is critical. All right, that is critical. I know it's just coming to me to share this. I know, you know, for a long time, I'll go ahead and be shuffling the cards, but for a long time, you know, just when I thought about God and the Creator, we're all sort of kind of taught, you know, to think of God as the Father, you know, Father, 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 you know, that's the whole concept. But during my awakening, during my ascension, you know, that was really the beginning of me opening up to the goddess energy. Is, you know, God was just like, you know, why limit me? I can be anything you want me to be. I can be your husband. I can be your lover. I don't know if anybody knows to that level yet, but I can be your whatever you want me to be. I can be your brother. I can be your whatever. So don't stay, you know, and I've been feeling the energy last night of just really tapping in to him as my husband. I haven't done that in a while. So yeah, definitely, you know, spending that time to bond, like they said, snuggle more closely with the loving Creator, baby. And I feel like that's going to bring that relationship that we're looking for, that vibrational relationship that we're looking for to us, you know, if we focus on that connection. So, that's where your girl is. That is where I am right now. But yeah, like I said, I'm completely... You know I've seen some divine masculines that have made some major changes. You know, they made some major releases. You know, they were able to do it. They were able to pull it off. They were able to let go of the past. They were able to let go of the things that were holding them back. You know, but some were not, you know, as fortunate. So that's where we are, guys. You know, this is real. This is about leveling up. This is about going to the next level. This is about change. This is why we're down here in the first place. This is why we're in these meat suits, as old girl said. That was so funny to me. That was the first time I heard this chick refer to the body as a meat suit. I was like, I just resonated so deeply with that. So why you think we in these meat suits? You know, we're down here trying to learn some lessons, you know, so we can try to go to the next level. And if you're not working on that, you're not doing on that, like, I don't know why people, I don't know. Anyway, relationship on our side, You know, on our mind, we're definitely thinking about a new offer in love. We're looking, you know, we're thinking about offer of love. You know, we're very passionate. We're in our passionate energy. On his mind, we have the page of air. So the divine masculine seems to be thinking about a message of truth, you know. I don't know if it's a message of truth that he wants to speak or it's a message of truth that has been spoken to him. But it does look like there's some type of message of truth that is on the mind of the masculine. Which, you know, is sort of kind of, I'm seeing him being left in a type of, you know, depleted state. We'll kind of get a little deeper into this under the deck. Let's see what's under the deck here. Oh, I like to keep all my cards that are under the deck for a larger message. Alrighty. Just a little bit more clarification and we can go ahead and get into the reading. Like I said, that's on the mind of her. She's definitely in her passionate energy and she's looking for that. She's looking for love. You know, that's what's on her mind. We want love. When he lost that, you know, on his mind, he's this message. I don't know if it's, like I said, a message that he, you know, I was not going to read reversals, but that came out reversed. I got to read it like that. He's depleted, you know, it's definitely some indecision, you know. Some indecision may have left him depleted, you know, this message left him depleted and in a position of feeling indecisive, you know, is what I'm feeling. Couple more clarifiers, guys, because I mean I'm loving what's on our heart here. And what our behavior, I'm loving it. Yeah, under the deck here, let's see, we're gonna see new opportunity, the Fool card. Okay, do I want any more clarification in this? All right, guys. You know, in our heart, you know, we're holding back. We're definitely holding back. You know, we have, you know, we're holding back. We have options, you know, and I think we're happy about that. You know, we're holding those to our emotions. We're just taking a look, you know, at our options, you know, and our feelings. And I think we're happy with where we are. We're happy with the fact that we have options. And we're sort of kind of just holding on to our emotions. You know, we're just not going to give it up to anybody. We're just not going to be with anybody, you know, not to define feminine, you know. We're not going to do that, you know. You know, divine masculine wouldn't have gotten a chance if God hadn't, you know, we hadn't felt that energy and that spark. He wouldn't even got the time of day, you know. Okay, so we have the Empress. Alrighty. Let's get into this. Under the decks. I've been getting the urge to smoke, guys. You know, that is just the energy. I don't know. I'm feeling it, sort of kind of feeling it right now. I'm going to give it a moment. I don't know if it's an ancestor around me that's wanting some or what. But anyway, we have under the deck the Crone Transmutation, which is all about change. It's about getting wiser. It's about growing up. That's maturing. You know, that's about maturing. The Six of Fire, which is Six of Wands, which is really cuteness. It's like six lit up like lamps, which is success. You know, somebody's definitely growing, growing up, you know, and the center of all this is this relationship, you know, that, you know, someone definitely wants to start off a new start, you know, start off fresh, take a risk, with this Empress. You know, or this Empress is, you know, the person that wants to take this risk, you know, on this relationship, you know, a new beginning, success, growing up, getting wiser. So I do feel the maturing of possibly a relationship that is going to another level. There's a new start. towards success. I mean, I feel like the relationship is bound for success, but I think that there's this period, of, maybe having to mature, and I think that, you know, it's about to be a new start. Am I liking how this, I don't really like what happened there. That's not good. But anyway, um, what's on our mind? Let me take a look. Okay, back to the reading. On our mind, that's the overall energy, okay? On the Divine Feminine's mind, take it how it resonates. You know how this thing is fluid. Doesn't necessarily have to be a female if you're the Divine Feminine, okay? It can be a man if you resonate with the Divine Feminine energy, okay? The Page of Water. No, the King of Water. The King of Water. So this is about, like I said, bringing forth that, the King of Water and the Maiden of Passion. So that is like some very passionate, loving energy. So that's what she's on her mind, And we have the manipulation cards. I don't read reversals, but the manipulation card came out in reverse, which is a great thing. So I definitely feel like she is making she's making a flip on this manipulation. She no longer wants to be manipulated. She wants to be loved. She wants to feel love. And that's what she's on her mind. That's her focus. That's where we are. We're done with manipulation. We're done with this. That's why it's upside down. We're over it. Okay? Lying, like, we can smell lies and all this bullshit. I mean, 20 miles away. We can smell this shit coming. So we're not with it. And that is being clarified by the Knight of Swords. So yeah, even if it means we got to chop some heads, even if it means we got to, bring that sword out, this is being argumentative, this is being like, some heated debate, So definitely maybe some heated debate. That's on her mind. Maybe a conversation between her and the Divine Masculine, a heated debate over maybe some manipulation, just to bring it to an end. Because right now what's on her mind is love. She wants a loving situation. She doesn't want to play games and be manipulated. Who's got time for that? Who's got time to play those childish games? This chrome transmutation is so critical in this relationship, is to be mature, to be adults, to handle things from an adult perspective. I think a lot of the stuff that we've gone through and dealt with has been very childish behavior. So, we're all looking for a mature situation. We're looking to deal with a grown-up. We're learning we want to deal with an adult, a grown-up. I think that's where we are. Like I said, it could have been like a conversation. That conversation that, flipping of that manipulation could definitely left the Divine Masculine depleted. Because that is the Page of Air, which is a message of truth. And it looks like he's now, he's in a position of being undecided about being the Knight of Cups. He's thinking about trying to come as a knight. So he's not even on the level what she's looking for anyway. She's looking for the king. She's looking for the King of Cups, not the Knight of Cups. So he's going to have to come a little harder. And for this queen, for this Divine Feminine, she might entertain the little Knight of Cups. She might listen to it. But she ain't guaranteed she's going to accept it, because it's really not what she's looking for. She's looking for the King of Cups. So maybe he knows this is not enough. Maybe he knows this is not going to be enough for her. And that's why he's in this state of indecision. Okay? Yeah, maybe he knows what he's offering and what he can offer. It's not enough. Because he could be depleted right now. He can be depleted. On her heart, her emotions, she is holding back her feelings. She's in the Four of Pentacles. She's holding back. In this situation, I feel like she's holding back. We're going to take it. I'm going to have to read it out, show. I have to read it out, show. So it looks like she's holding back from happiness. She's holding back from some delight, in her heart. And, this physical security. Or maybe I feel more so she's holding back she's holding back because she's trying to be happy because she's got all these options for physical security. That's what I feel. I mean, there's a holding back of emotions because really her mind and stuff is on this. It's on the coins, all her options and her physical security. She's holding back emotionally from the divine masculine right now. So I can relate to this. I tried to pull my energy out of it, but I can relate somewhat. And again, that is being clarified by delight. So I still feel in her heart she's happy, even in the midst of all this, in the midst of holding back, her emotions, from him, she is happy, because she knows she has so many options, when it comes to her physical security. So she's good. In his heart, we have conflict. We have the messenger of fire, which, is about having a new identity. I love this. Being a candle person, a candle worker. Her crown is candles. So cute. Maiden Revolution. I always feel this energy as a young female person. And there's conflict with this King of Wands. Because I think in his heart, the King of Wands, this King of Wands, I feel the masculine energy has been that player. He hasn't been that solid, committed King of Wands kind of character. He's been that King of Wands that, holds his wand up, and that's his, claim to glory. Is his wand. That kind of energy. And I think that there is this desire maybe in a lot of divine masculine's heart to change. I feel like they do want to be that Knight of Cups. They do want to be that King of Cups. They do want to be in that emotional love energy. They don't just want to be about sex. They don't just want to be about getting it off, and passion, like the King of Wands. They do want deeper emotions. But there's a conflict over this new identity, and this change that's taking place. Because Maiden Revolution is also about making a revolution. It's also about a type of growing up. All these cards, that's why I love these cards. It's a level of maturation. You have the child, you have the maiden, you have the mother, and you have the crone. So, crone is like the grandmother, that wisdom, so that's the kind of energy that we're trying to have within the relationship, that wisdom. This maiden revolution is still somewhat of a childish energy, so I think that that's the conflict and the change that he wants, I think that they do want to mature. Some of them in their heart are having conflicts because they want to mature. They no longer want to be that childish kind of youthful kind of. They want to be a king. They want to be more mature. He wants to be this. So I'm feeling he wants to be more of a mature King of Wands. He wants to be that King of Wands that, can just sit and hold his staff in power. He doesn't have to flaunt his wand. He doesn't have to give his wand up to any and everything to feel empowered by his wand. He can just, when you stand in your power, you can just hold it and know that wand is the most powerful thing. You don't have to have people to tell you or to make you feel like, or spread it all around the world so you can get the gratification and the, people telling you that it's good or whatever. You just know it's good. And you just hold on to it. Okay. So I think he does want to be maybe that king. He wants to change his identity, change, grow up, hold on to that wand tighter. That's what I'm getting. But there is conflict. I'm feeling that for some, and I also feel that there's conflict with. I feel like there's conflict with a child, with possibly it could be a female or male child, 20s, teenagers, young 20s, that may be also not really with this new identity. I think they could be rebelling actually. I feel some rebellious energy coming from a child that could be possibly interfering with this, because this is a masculine, and if this is a daughter, the love between a man and a daughter, like, okay. So that could be something that's going on in his heart as well. But I definitely feel like there's some kind of change. I definitely feel like, there is conflict over wanting to be someone to change. There is a conflict. He wants to change. There's a want and desire to change, but there is conflict. I don't know if it's internal conflict or external conflict. Okay? The behavior of the feminine. Two of Cups. We're on the search for that baby. We're on the search for that love. The Two of Cups. Let me see the two little fishies. We're on search for that. You see how they are identical? They're mirroring each other. Okay. So we're on search for that. We're looking for the success. These coins. And we're defeating any betrayal. We have been crucified. And this card right here, like, it truly, the regular 10 of Swords, has a certain feel. But this card in this deck, this is this is being crucified. This is being crucified. Not just being betrayed. This is being crucified. And I feel that we know we have been crucified in this process. We have been held up, talked about, lied on. I mean, we have just stood up there, hung up there, and took it all. Forget what? By the grace of God. By who we're connected to. And all of that. We were able to stand like this. And that's not us walking off defeated. Okay. So we good. We know good. That's why we're on to just move on to love and success. Because we've been crucified and we ain't with it. We're not with it. His behavior. We have the Nine of Air, which is the Nine of Swords. That is a freaking beautiful card. God, that is beautiful. Oh, look how the birds are encircling her. That's pretty. So, the energy I feel off this, though, is not the typical meaning of the Nine of Swords. He's afraid. We do have the Fear card here. So, I love these cards. This is the Mythical Goddess Tarot. But I love how they're able to depict these emotions on the faces, man. If that's not fear, whoa. And like they said, I mean, they drew the attention to the clouds that's around his head. What fear is when your mind is clouded. You got all these clouds around your head and your mind and your brain, and you can't really think. You're confused, and that's what puts you in a state of fear. So, divine masculines definitely need some clarity. Definitely. Fear of, I think, her just being free. I mean, that's what I'm getting. He's afraid of her being free. All these birds circling around her. He's afraid of that. Of her being lifted up and worshipped. And being, like I said, encircled by all these other birds. Because she's thinking about options. That's what's on her heart, baby. That is what's on her heart. So he's trying to balance. We have the Temperance card. And we have the Chariot. So I definitely feel he's trying to balance, the fear of her being just free and all of that stuff. He's trying to balance that with moving forward, whether that is moving forward towards her or moving away from her. Free will choice in this thing. All right. That is what I'm getting here, guys. I mean, she's done with manipulation and things like that. I feel a heated debate that took place, which made him somewhat depleted. He is thinking about that, so he doesn't really know. He's just undecided about making this offer of love, because maybe he knows it's not going to be enough of what she's looking for. She is holding back from him, but she is happy that she's got options, and she's physically secure. He is having either some internal conflict, over wanting to grow up in some aspects, to evolve, and to become more mature. But there's either some internal conflict or there's some external conflict. And if it's external, I'm feeling that it's coming from a young, teenage, early 20s, female, possibly male, child, that could be having a problem with this too. That could be having a problem with this new identity, with this new, this change that's taking place. The divine feminine is definitely, she's on her love thing. She's definitely looking for love and success, and she is definitely, defeating this feeling of being betrayed and being crucified. Because at the end of the day, what you don't understand, what divine masculines didn't really, not even knowing, like, there are a lot of them just not awakened. But, not realizing the whole time while they were hurting us and crucifying us, they were crucifying themselves. That is the universe, how it works. Universal law, baby. All right, so that is that, guys. I do want to get into the sexual energy. I guess I'll go here. Hopefully we won't get triggered. I did pretty good. I didn't get triggered. I handled that well. Maybe you guys trying to show me. You healing, girl. You doing it. You handling this thing like a champ. So, yeah. Take a little look at the love situation a little deeper, and to do another, I might just do sex. See what the sexual energy is, if there's any, sexual energy right now between the two. I can definitely take a look at that. For the females, I'm hoping, especially the ones coming in union, I'm so excited for you guys, because most of us, Most of us, we sit on it, we sit on it for a while and that kind of thing. So for those that are coming into this relationship right now, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so happy you about to get some. I'm so happy. I'm just happy for everybody. My day coming too. My day is coming soon. I feel it. I got to go get my Brazilian wax. I got to go get ready. You know what I'm saying? My belief is that the goddess is in the temple. You do your research. They didn't have any hair from the head down, baby. No hair from the head down. So we got to take care of that if you ain't right. Hey, but to each his own. To each his own. I'm just trying to tell you how the goddesses lived in the temple. Only hair was on your head. That's the purity and the cleanliness of the goddesses in the temple. Okay? So, that's really where the whole concept came from. If you do your research. But yeah, so let's go. Get those Brazilian waxes in there. Groupon got some good deals. I don't know though. I've been a little I don't know. When I look at Groupon, I'm a little leery, especially on something like that. It's a good deal. $22, but ooh, I don't need that's gonna be delicate. That's gonna be delicate. I've never had one. I've done, most of the stuff myself. I've never had the actual. So I'm ready though. I'm ready. I'm amped. I'm going in there like a champ. I'm going in there to take this pain because I already know. I'm going in here for this purity. Go through this pain real quick for this purity. Because there was this poem. Yeah, this is going to get a little not sexual energy. But I wish I had the book or knew what book it was right away. But there was a poem or an ode to the goddess. I forgot which goddess. But, they were talking about, pretty much in there being able to kiss those lips like you're able to kiss these lips. So that's why it was so important to not have, hair in those areas. Because you need to be able to kiss those lips just like you can kiss these lips. Okay? So keep that in mind, my goddesses and my queen. Got to keep that thing right so I can get the right kind of kiss. Okay? Alrighty. There's some pause and assessment. There's definitely some pause and assessment. Like I said, we're sitting on it right now. No. Let me redo this. Redo. Scratch. I want it in a relationship layout. I didn't do it in a relationship layout. I can see it clearer that way. But yeah, I'm talking so much about them. Lips and all that stuff. I forgot. A layout. But yeah. Nine of Pentacles, baby, on our mind, independent and free. Earn rewards. He's look like he's having to defend himself. He's in defensive mode, in defensive stance. These some awesome cards. The Gilded Tarot, man. I love the feel. They're so I love the deck. This is an awesome deck. I love the feel of the Sexual Tarot too, but I love the feel of these. They're so silky. That's just for my card readers out there, or anybody who's interested in that kind of stuff. Queen of Swords, baby. Which energy that's combining is sexual energy here. Queen of Swords, cutting off, being firm, telling the truth. I definitely, Queen of Swords been heavy around me, so I definitely feel this energy. Like I said, in a defensive mode. But we're going to see what's on everybody's mind when it comes to sex. Let's get into this energy. What's on our minds? What's on our hearts? What's on our... It is hot. We're in Georgia. It's hot today. And I got this long sleeve on, so we do need the air on. So you might see some beads of sweat pop off, but it's so hard. If I turn the air on, you won't be able to hear me. So I wanted to do this, so I have to keep the air off while I'm doing this. But I do need to pull my sleeves up. And get me a little water. All right, guys. Overall energy, the Queen of Swords is being clarified by the Sun. That's being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. So definitely some truth being told, some things coming out in the open about physical security. You know, I think, you know, the truth has to be known. Things have to be out in the open, and we got to have this money. Like, that's obvious. I think we both know that. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles, like I said, so beautiful in this deck. She's got, is that a parrot on her arm or something? Butterflies. That's just being independent, free. You got everything you need. You don't need a man. You know, that's what's on her mind. Just being independent and that kind of thing. She is looking for this new opportunity. You know, this new financial opportunity. That's what she's thinking about. Making these coins. And we have that clarified by the Two of Swords, which is indecision. So she's definitely, you know, thinking about the indecision that has taken place between the two. And I don't really think she's, you know, even if he tries to apologize, you know, it's we've been crucified. So it's some deep pain. You know what I'm saying? So she's sort of kind of turning away from him right now. Okay? Him, on his mind, he is guarded. He is like under attack. You know, you see all those ones at him and he's standing there. And I also feel like guarding the door kind of thing too. So, you know, I don't know if he's wants to try to guard and block. I'm feeling maybe some I ain't gonna say cock blocking or whatever. Cock, you know, maybe thinking about trying to block. That's what I feel. Maybe he's trying to block. This is the, I need my freaking glasses. The Queen of Cups in here. So, you know, yeah, I feel like that's what is on his mind. Like, he really wants to try to block her, you know, from being, you know, from finding this love, from being, you know, loving. And either he's trying to block her from leaving, or he's just blocking her from him, you know. But I do feel the sense like he's trying to block her from leaving this relationship. And we have the Ten of Cups, which is about emotional connections and being happy. So maybe he's taking a stand, you know, for her in this emotional connection. Maybe that's what's on his mind. Her heart. We have the Star. So definitely by healing. I love this. I love the fact that it's like she's blue. I love that. Definitely Yin and Yang's energy. I felt Yin and Yang. So I have on blue. And that's what came to me. Getting your Yin and Yang energy, that unconditional love, the mother love. This is not your reading. Be in the energy of the mother of all. That kind of thing. So, yeah. The Star. It's about healing. You know. That's what's on her heart. I feel in this card, I mean, even though she's healing from, you know, this guy, you know, obviously looking at other, you know, being interested in others. You see how he's holding this wand in his hand, and we have that clarified by the Star. So we have 2 stars. So really in her heart is a lot of healing, because like I said, we have been crucified in this. You know, there's been a lot of painful things done, said, a lot of painful treatment. that we didn't deserve. But she's definitely trying to heal from him. And, you know, I think she's thinking about his healing as well. I think she's healing. But in her heart, I feel she's concerned about his healing. Because she knows that he's hurting. So I feel she's definitely, you know, with the star being here 2 times, it's double healing. So her healing and the healing of him as well is what I'm feeling. That's on her heart. Because she does. And I did say I pray for him. I did. I said a prayer for him. That I do hope he heals. I do hope he grows up. I do hope he changes. I do hope that he finds God and that he's able to connect, find his way to connect to the Most High. That is like my prayer for him. So we do have in our hearts good things in our hearts for them. We're trying to. And we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is about pause and assessment and sort of kind of waiting for things to grow. And there's pause and assessment because we have the 7 of Swords, which is manipulation, which this is usually what manipulation leads. There's a lot of, you know, their back are turned to each other. So he's waiting because, you know, they're not seeing each other. Their back are turned to each other. And she's facing the Queen of Pentacles. So she's thinking about her money. So he's in a period in his heart. He's in a period of pause and assessment. You know, he's unsatisfied, you know, because she has turned her back on him. And she's focusing on her coins. You know, and he's sort of kind of in this period of waiting. Or sort of kind of pause and assessment. You know, that period of pause and assessment is looking to see, you know, what mistakes you made, how you could have did this differently, you know, what mistakes was made, just that kind of thing. Evaluating how everything went down, what could have changed, what could have been different, how things could have been different. I definitely feel like he is going through that. We have the 6 of Wands in our behavior. So that is success, that is victory, that is recognition, accomplishments. We have the Hangman, so that's being patient, surrendering to this thing, not trying to control it, you know, and looking and waiting for our future, our soulmate that we know is out there. We can't touch him yet, but we see him. We know he's there. Okay. So we're sort of kind of just waiting patiently. We know we have victory, success. You know, we're waiting patiently. We're in this state of suspension right now. I feel like the man in this picture could be the divine masculine as well as someone else. I feel it is him. You know, she's in suspension. She's victorious. She's in suspension, but she still thinks of him. She still has memories. You know, but I also feel that she is also envisioning the future mate as well and setting her intentions for the future mate as well. Either the divine masculine will come in and match those intentions, or whoever matches those intentions will take that place in that position. That's how this stuff works. On his behavior, we have the Devil card. Which is being clarified by the 3 of Wands, which I love in this deck, which to me is the sense of being one. You see he has this like thing on his leg, she has this thing on her leg. So it's like this commonality, being a union, you know, but not without being attached, being together without being attached, without this attachment. So, with that, the devil card being about attachments and this card being about unattachments, I definitely feel he's definitely trying to break free from the devil energy, toxic attachments, addictions, those kind of things. We have the Seven of Wands, which is fighting, which is taking a stand for yourself. This guy in here, he's fighting against all these wands. So all these people, so having to fight the devil, trying to fight these attachments to break free from them, because he wants a true connection that allows freedom. Okay, let me do just a quick, see what else I can pull in real quick. Yeah, the feminine energy is definitely just free right now. She's healing, she's being successful, she's really, not really thinking about him, it's a duality. It's, I can feel that too. There's time you're trying not to think of him, you're trying to push him out of your mind, but of course he's going to come across your mind. Of course you're going to be reminded of him, so I think we are reminiscing, thinking of some of the old times kind of thing. We are, like I said, we're healing. We become, we have this new opportunity for success. And I think we're just sort of kind of being patient and just surrender to this love situation right now. Hands off. The masculine, I feel that, like I said, I feel a lot of having to stand up and defend himself against a group of people. Like, he's having to stand up against a group of people. And both of these, he's standing alone, and there's a group that's trying to attack him. So I definitely feel like he's having to stand up, and fight. There is this period of, what I'm saying, he's having to stand up and fight. That's what's causing, this pause and assessment, because he's having to fight this devil energy. He's having to fight off these attachments. People try to attach themselves to, them to himself. He's trying to fight off these addictions, sexual, drug addictions, those kind of things. He wants to offer this love. He wants to offer this love. He's made a choice. He's looking to the future. He's looking to the future. He knows there's been some manipulation. And he's just looking to the future. Or the Queen of Pentacles, to go towards the Queen of Pentacles and to have that emotional fulfillment. Okay? All right, that is what I have for the Divine Unions. I hope you were able to take something from that, some guidance. It just looks like right now it is pause and assessment. The feminine is doing her thing. It looks like he's having to sort of kind of stand up and fight and defend himself. It looks like he's trying to make some changes, and there's people that's trying to stop him. And he's having to take a stand and fight. So we definitely want to pray for him. We definitely want to send good positive energy. We want to send good protection energy around him. We want to send him strength. We want to send him courage, so that he can defeat this devil energy that's trying to take him down and try to attach him and to keep him stuck into this reality, into the devil energy that won't allow him to sin into the higher being and that he truly is as the divine masculine. Okay? Peace and love to the family. Please like, share, subscribe. Peace and love. See you next time.